Or it's probably Thursday where you're at right now, special. I have a very special introduction today with somebody who has been a longtime pizza ninja coming on to be part of the team. We're going to introduce, just rip the band-aid off right now, the new director of Asia. So Special is going to be helping out with a lot of our events around Asia and even some of our upcoming events in the US and kind of all over the place because the two upcoming, actually, neither one of them of which are in Asia. We have Vegas coming up at the end of this month, and we have Lisbon coming up shortly after that. So today's whole video is really going to be centered around these two events, talking about what to expect, what we're planning, what we're cooking, what we're looking for, and just getting ready, getting dialed in because we have less than a month to go. Well, that being said, welcome, man. How are you? Tell us a little bit about yourself and kind of what you're doing with Pizza Ninjas.
Yeah, GM. Thanks, Chris, for having me. And what's up to everybody tuning in? I'm special. Maybe some of you I've met at some of the past IRL events, but I've been a ninja for quite some time now. You've probably seen my purple ninja on X, also my bling by Journey. And yeah, I'm super excited. I'm joining the team as director of Asia, like Chris said. It's going to be helping basically activate communities in all parts of Asia, and also working on the live events here. But we have Vegas coming up, and we've got Lisbon coming up. So just like Chris mentioned, I'm going to be also working and helping out with making these events really amazing. So yeah, looking forward to Vegas event. It's in a few weeks, and then back to back with Lisbon coming right after that. So it's going to be incredible, and I'm so excited to join the team. I love Pizza Ninjas. Obviously, the first event was Hong Kong I ever went to, the Hong Kong Yacht. After that, I've been hooked on the live events, and super excited to also, basically be throwing live events with the Ninjas team and building more for the community. It's
Heck yeah,
gonna
man.
be amazing. Yeah.
We I've been to a lot. I actually, so I have a funny story of this hat. This was like one of the prototype hats that I think we got the prototypes in Nashville last year. Maybe no, it was before that. It wasn't Nashville. I forgot the event. But we basically had a batch of hats that were like, like 30 ninjas. We now have all of them, by the way. And I just picked out, we didn't have mine at the time. So we were just kind of like trying them out, like, which one do you like? And I was like, I really like that ninja. At the time, I haven't seen that ninja. And I ran into the holder of this ninja who still holds it today. His name is Skyler. And at the national event, and I offered to give it to him. I was like, "Yo, well, obviously we were ordering another one, but I was like, you can have the one I have." And he didn't want it. I guess he thinks that I wasn't clean. But yeah, I really like the ninja. It was like a prototype hat, so I was like, yeah, I want to try it on or whatever. So I'm rocking that, and I also am with you. I don't have the blinged out diamond ninja like you do, but I do have my PFP pretty clearly, and I'm excited about this because while I am like a video creator, so like people do know my face a little bit more than people that like might not be doxxed, it's still going to be helpful at events, just like having this on because like you can clearly see like this, what it is. So I'm excited for that. It's good to have you as part of the team, man. I've been knowing you for a while. I've been to a lot of your spaces, met in person at several events. So super cool to have you and Bonds, who you guys, if you watched last week, Bonds is also helping out with events. We got two people in chat already. GM, see you in Lisbon. This is from Marias. And you got Adele saying, hey, Chris, hey, special, missing you guys, missing you ninjas. Well, where you been? We're still we're still here every week. We have been a bit inconsistent. My co-host is traveling right now. He will be back. That is Fred Builds. So we'll be consistent on Tuesdays again, and just with all the events and everything, we're just trying to get it out as it comes. I saw that. I'm just going to shout this out just because I think it's funny. So last week, me and Bonds were live, and I mentioned that I wasn't sure that I was going to be in Vegas. And I got on Twitter yesterday, and somebody started a petition to make sure that I go to Vegas. I'm going to share that on the screen real quick. I thought it was funny. Maybe you guys won't think it
Yeah,
was as funny
I
as me.
saw that too. I think it was Troll Farmer
It
that
was,
started that
yeah.
petition. Yeah, get Chris to Vegas. Yeah, that's great.
Vincent is a nice. So yeah, I thought that was funny. He made a little animation of all of the Ninja Crew saying "Bring Chris to Vegas." That was really funny. Yeah, I'm not sure, right? Like I just don't know if I know that you and Bonds are going to be there. I know that I'll be helping coordinate the media. I don't know how much of the team's going out, so I just don't know, right? I don't know for sure, but if I am there, we're gonna have even if not, regardless whether I'm not there or not, it's going to be a great time. So yeah, me and Bonds kind of talked about it a little bit last week, but we just gotta like let's do a little recap. Pizza Ninjas is throwing the official after party for inscribing Vegas, which by the way is like pretty official on the on the Bitcoin conference tickets. So we made a super cool teaser video. If you haven't seen it yet, it's pinned on Trevor's profile. It's talking about Ordinals Night. It's talking about the official after party, the 120-foot immersive screens, the gourmet pizza, and so much more. We won't watch that again. I do have two more videos for you guys dropping very soon that I'm excited to show you. And if you want to sign up for that, we have the Luma again on Trevor's pin post. There is something, we got a couple things that we'll drop for you guys. We don't drop like too much here. But we last year we did some tattoos in Nashville. And we are actually having two artists, not one, but two artists come back and do more tattoos. And if I'm there, people have been giving me a hard time about doing mine because last year they didn't have my color and I didn't want them to fill it in. So yeah, you want to say anything about that special?
Yeah, no, tattoos was a big highlight for Nashville, among other things. But yeah, Nashville was a crazy party. Looking forward to Vegas again, and the fact that we're bringing back tattoo artists, and it's going to be yeah, two instead of one, even longer, more opportunity for ninjas to get tattooed and join the tattooed ninja brotherhood or sisterhood together, right? But yeah, so yeah, I think there maybe 15 or I forget how many of us have actually tattooed our ninja so far, but definitely it's an opportunity, and we'll make sure, just like in Nashville, to get out a sign up sheet to get ninjas registered for time slots, so that way they know that they can get their ninja, and not have to just always be dropping back
Yeah, we
by,
need
so they can
to. Yeah, we definitely need to get that out. I think like probably like 2 weeks in advance is good. But yeah, just that was a really good idea. Basically, just to elaborate, like you reserve 30-minute slots to where you go get your tattoo. That way, everybody's not like piling in at once. You can just kind of like check your watch and be like, oh, I signed up for 2 p.m. and you can go at 2 p.m. We'll obviously let you guys know when that goes live. So the tattoos will be back. The pizza will be back. The venue will be bigger. And again, I don't have the site right in front of me, but we're actually like on the ticket of the Bitcoin conference. Like it says inscribing Vegas after party, and that after party is presented by Pizza Ninjas. Super cool. To like, the ordinals are making their way all the way up there, infesting the mempool, but also being represented at the or the official Bitcoin conference. The venue is also the View, which is the same company who we had used for the last venue. That was phenomenal. This one is actually bigger. So I didn't think it could get much bigger, but it actually does. There's more stories to it. There's more depth to it. We got the big screens back. These screens are actually bigger. I think they're 10 feet taller. So it's super cool that it's going to feel the same, but in a different state. Like last year it was in Nashville. This year it's going to be in Vegas. So excited about that. Here's some I'm trying to look for the room where here it is. The stage room. I need to get
Yeah,
better on walk
the
around.
space is huge. It's a huge space. It's sectioned, with the stage, with the huge screen. The screens, like you said, are bigger. And then they've got a lot of space for some exciting stuff that we're putting together that we can't really spoil. Throw any any too much alpha. Got to keep you guys excited for what's to come. But there's a lot of space to do a lot of fun things. So maybe as it gets closer, we can hint at a little bit more of some of the things we're planning. But a lot of surprises. So it's gonna be amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Trevor trying to press Arthur on the Ordinal show last week on that. We got Poseidon here. Chris needs to be at both events. They're back to back, man. They're like what, May 27th, the week of May 27th. So it's not like May 28th we're going to go back home. You know, it's like it'll probably be like the 29th or June 1st or something. And then June 4th is the Lisbon event, which if you're like running part of running it or organizing it, again, you're not really going to be there the day before. You know, you're going to need at least a couple days. So it's like they are back to back, especially for people that are like working them. But we'll see if I'm at one or the other. Poseidon. If I'm going to be at one or the other, I would prefer Vegas. I'm closer to Vegas. I live in the U.S. I live specifically in like southern U.S. And yeah, but Lisbon is going to be really awesome. We actually, I'm not going to play it right now. But we actually have updated a few things on Lisbon, by the way. First and foremost, if you want to be a speaker, we have been announcing speakers for the event. So you know they've been on the page. If you want to be a speaker, I thought it was pinned. I need it. Oh, we need to see if it's pinned. But basically, there's a form to fill out. I can get you that form if you want to be a speaker. We already have that filling up quite quickly. And the website is you know, you'll notice a new little preview here. This is never before seen. Okay. I'm going to post this individually, but if you're watching the stream, you get a little bonus right now. Cause if you're not navigating this page, you don't know, but just a little teaser. Such a good time last year. How's your
Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, Lisbon was amazing. I've never been to any of the conferences in Vegas, and Vegas is going to be huge and amazing too. But Lisbon last year was also so great. Like the takeover of the upstairs for the ordinals part, and yeah, and the free flowing beer there, and the speakers were there, and it had like compared to the rest of the conference downstairs, the ordinals part and the pizza ninjas and all of the upstairs was the vibes were the highest for sure. So looking forward to that again for Lisbon.
Yeah, I got to pull up some of the stuff you're talking about. I think Lisbon was one of my favorite conferences. It was also one of the busiest conferences for me, just because like we ran Lisbon Ordinal side, like literally. These other conferences, you know, we're the official sponsor for a lot of these after parties and the conferences. But like Lisbon, like we did everything. I mean, like we set up the stage, like we made the slides, like we did all the behind the scenes stuff because like we put it on. So it was definitely some heavy lifting, but like in a good way. Like it was great. So we actually have a whole gallery here. If you went to Lisbon and if you need like photos and stuff, like, you know, I can give you the links to these. But yeah, so my wife was actually the photographer at Lisbon last year. So all these photos she took. She's a professional photographer for over 15 years, probably more than that now as we're getting older. It was a pool party, as you can tell. That's why we're in shorts. I brought my bright orange shorts for you know, the theme. You can see the ninja signs everywhere. Obviously, this is like our party part. When you actually get to the conference part, you'll be able to tell. Tons of people showed up for the party, as you can tell. Like crazy pictures. It's one of my favorite pictures because you can just like see like ninja stuff and people piling in and stuff. It was like next to a castle. So freaking cool. Such a good time. And the pool was cold. Shout out to Jen. She was the only one that got in because it was really freaking cold. But she's notorious for getting in the pools. I'm sure she'll be there this year. But the actual like lounge and panels is what you were talking about earlier. Again, this is where we originally displayed our hats. It's me and Trevor talking to people. We actually were talking to him about ordinals, by the way. That was a pretty good conversation. And yeah, here's how the panels looked. So like we had this cool little like ring like setup with Pizza Ninjas, Ordinals Lisbon like plaster all over it. Good attendees. Just awesome stuff, man. Like this is one of the most like intimate as far as like Ordinals like connections go, like with founders, builders, developers, all of that, as well as just like informative. It was such a great time. So super excited for this year. It's Dylan from Bitfly. I mean, I know so many of these people like were able to like really connect last year. So super cool.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. And yeah, there's already a lot of great speakers that are lined up, and like you said, there's some room for a few more. So definitely, anyone that wants to like throw that around to some potential speakers, be great to see some of the speakers back that were there before, and some new speakers also on stage. For Vegas, I know we already like all the speakers, everything's all set up. That was from Inscribing. I think they've been posting that as well on their TL for quite some time. But I know, yeah, for Lisbon, we still have speakers. Yeah, I hope I can also go to Lisbon back to back. It's hard. Something I think the back to back flying from one place to
Yeah,
another
it's
with a
crazy.
little gap in between.
Do you know who that
So
chick is?
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I remember seeing they did that video.
Yeah.
Yeah, where they I forget what her name is. Oh, I'm blanking on her name, but I remember seeing like some video with them singing or dancing together or
Do you
something.
know
Or what
who
was that?
she is?
I don't know. I forget.
It's Mark Zuckerberg's sister,
Oh, okay.
the creator of
Cool.
Facebook,
Yeah, yeah,
Meta, and
yeah.
all that. Yeah, it's kind of
Oh
funny that
yeah,
she was
yeah.
at a crypto conference. I was not
That's
expecting that
funny.
at all.
I
Um,
didn't realize that's what it was. Yeah,
Talking about the Pizza Pets airdrop, there was also a lot of alpha at these
that was the
conferences.
alpha. Yep.
And you saw early phases of like the pets, and all that. So there might or might not be some alpha at these upcoming conferences as well. We will see. The Pizza Pets looked awesome on the big screen. So yeah, again, just a reminder, this was Lisbon. Vegas is going to be this year. I do have a lot of photos for the conference last year as well. It was not quite as comprehensive as these, but we can take a look at some of them as well. Um, but again, it's going to be at a different venue this year, so it's going to feel like a whole new thing, right? The coolest thing about this last year was there's the tattoos we were talking about. So kind of the process of Trevor like getting his ninja tattooed for the first time, um, and there's quite a few other ones in here as well. Then it goes on and on. I kind of want to look at the nightlife one because that was the one that we can really like see the screens on.
Yeah, those screens are amazing, and like you said, the screens this time are even taller. It was so cool to see all the different videos, not just from Pizza Ninjas walking across, but like other brands that also like and different videos that were on the screen. Um,
Yeah. Okay. So,
cycling through.
speaking of that, I don't know for sure, and I would like to hear from you when it comes to somebody that wants to like sponsor this. Like, I know we are still have sponsor slots for like Lisbon and Vegas. Now, I'm not in that department, right? I don't really speak with the sponsors as far as like onboarding or knowing the packages or anything. What's like a broad like what do they get for that, right? Like, is it like do they get on the screens? Do they get a booth? Do
Yeah,
they get
yeah.
what do they get?
Yeah, so it just depends. I mean, there are some limited spots left. Obviously, so for on the big screens, that is an option, and depending, there are some limited spots left because it's cycling through, basically from one to the other throughout the event. So there for the nighttime event, also for the daytime, but especially nighttime when the lights are down, when the music's going. So you have the huge giant screen that sponsors can throw up video and their logo images, which takes over the whole space. And obviously, like any of the sponsors are also getting tickets, a certain amount of tickets to share with their community to get in, and some drinks, some other little things included in the package. But besides like the big screen, there's booths. Some of the booths are daytime booths. Some of them could be nighttime booths or running from day until night. The space is huge, so there's also some room left for some booths depending on the type of sponsorship, as well as like window decals. Food truck sponsor. There's a few food truck sponsors still left as well. So it just depends on how big a brand wants to go. There's things from putting logos on, sponsoring also the VIP room. I think we still have an opening for that. So there's a few openings for some key sponsorships, and definitely get in touch with anyone that wants to show off their brand and go big in Vegas. Definitely get in touch with me because there's a lot of actually creative ideas of other places where they can put their brands as well. And depending on whatever the budget is, it would be great to include some more partners in this for sure.
Yeah, as you said, if you're interested in it, get in touch with Special. which I love you, but gosh, I hate searching for your name because of
I
the
know.
numbers.
Yeah.
I get tripped up every single time.
It's I'm
Uh,
special. So I am, and then
yeah,
5P3C14L.
yeah, it's the 5P. Like even on like
Yeah.
Discord, it's actually harder on Discord, because it like doesn't even try to recognize.
I
But
should have done SP. I know, but
yeah,
I
yeah,
did 5P.
SP would have been better. I get
Would have
the
been better.
effect of it. I get the effect in the brand, but searching, oh my gosh. But yeah, reach out to this dude or Bonds if you're interested in sponsoring either Vegas or Lisbon. You just heard some of the options that you have. If you're interested in speaking as well, basically just whatever it is, if you want to be a part, even if you're not going to be there, there's digital sponsorships. This is just like a small part. I just happened to be on a picture that was kind of represented something that I wanted to show off. Is like also like during the whole time last year, I remember this on the big screen. It kind of at the top of the screen, the sponsors were displayed like the entire time. It's a little hard to tell in pictures, right? Like you see the top of the screen, but you can tell when you're there, literally over your head the entire time as a list of sponsors. But speaking from last year's event too, they all had their booths as well. And I know some personally. Again, I don't really deal with the side, but I know like I guess I can't say somebody. I won't say the name. Sold more of their product in Lisbon under that sponsorship than any other conference they've ever been to up until that point. And it's somebody that a lot of you know. Now I'm not saying
Let's
you have to have
go.
a yeah. I'm not saying you have to have a product in order to sponsor.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lisbon was a good RR. I'm sure Vegas will be. I mean, it is the thing right now. We pulled it up last week, but it's literally again on the Bitcoin conference ticket. So yeah, man, exciting stuff. I'm really excited for it personally. These events were two of my favorite. I'll go ahead and stop sharing. These events were like two of my favorite last year. Like as far as like the entire experience goes, from like the conference to the people you meet, the connections, the parties. Definitely up there for me.
Yeah, for me too. Nashville and Lisbon, they were. I mean, they went bigger. I felt like there were some intimate ninja parties, like I mentioned before, the yacht, or even like Vegas. You know, the kind of smaller, more intimate bar, or not. I mean, in Seoul and Korea and some of these other places, but definitely Lisbon and Nashville was like bigger and better. There was just so much going on and still a way to connect with people. There's like quiet times, but there was also huge, big party, crazy vibes. So
Yeah.
I'm there with you. Nashville and Lisbon they were both the highlights, I think, for some of the parties last year.
Yeah, I think so too, man. And I went to a lot of events this year. I mean, last year, and they stood out to me. So, yeah, Vegas is going to be. I've also have not been to Vegas since. Have you ever been to Vegas? I haven't been since I was a kid.
I stopped through Vegas. Yeah, I guess it's been a few years ago on like a road trip that went out to the U.S. From China and stopped through Vegas for just a couple nights. But yeah, besides that, I hadn't been since I was like I think had 21 or
Yeah,
basically it just turned 21. And then before that, I was there when I was a kid. Also, like I remember Circus as a kid or something. But basically, I've been there 3 times, but I've never been there for any of the conferences or like connecting with all of everyone in the space. So it's going to be super exciting to explore Vegas in a new way with everybody
yeah,
there. Yeah.
yeah. I definitely feel the same as well. Like if I have been to Vegas, it was just such a different experience than this is going to be. So yeah, we'll just see how it goes. Yeah. So. I think that's pretty much it, man. Sorry, we just covered a lot. Lisbon, June 4th, Vegas, May 27th. Still spots open for sponsors at both, speakers at Lisbon, and contact special or bonds. Besides that, we also have some other things coming up that I can't talk about, but I do want to show for a second. So I actually stopped sharing my screen. But if you noticed, that was posted by the Pizza Ninjas account earlier. Did you even see this tweet? It's a space
Yeah.
scheduled, yeah, and the space is for why is this like going all the way back? The space is for a Bitcoin Pizza Day announcement. So we have something special to share on Bitcoin Pizza Day. That space is going to be May 22nd at 9:30 a.m. So yeah, that's super exciting. Stay tuned for that. And one more thing that I want to shout out because we're actually live on TO's channel right now. The Ordinal show does go live like pretty much right after this, if I'm not mistaken. I sometimes get it tripped up. And so he might say more about it in the Ordinal show or on the Ordinal show today. Let's see, it goes live at about an hour. No, about 30 minutes from the time that we're going to be concluding the space. So, yeah, get
Yeah,
ready for the
excited
Ordinal
to hear.
show.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, the pizza day always May 22nd is such a great way to celebrate Bitcoin and have more pizza.
Yeah,
So
definitely, definitely. And Pizza Ninjas are on Rare Pizza Sats. And that was to my what from my memory, one of the first collections really to take advantage of like an entire like a entire collection being on a certain type of sat. There was a few at the time. I know definitely we did the pizza sats. But yeah, I would say like one of the things that I've appreciated being on the Pizza Ninjas team is the constant like innovation of like whatever the newest tech is. Even at the time it was Sats, really taking advantage of that tech. So at the time it was Sats, rare Sats, and recursive. So being able to do things within your ordinal. And so basically that's Pizza Ninja's thing, right? Like it's always innovative. I even saw somebody shout that out the other day about just they were betting on different types of founders, and when their word they used for Trevor was innovative, which I agree with. So yeah, super excited to
100%.
see what that announcement is, to get that
Yeah.
out, get these events. Any final words special before we wrap up this space?
I just see everybody in Vegas. Looking forward to it. It's gonna be crazy. So definitely also if you're a ninja going to Vegas, make sure you also hit me up so I can include you in the Telegram group because I've got the Pizza Ninjas Vegas Telegram group going. We also started one for Lisbon as well. So that way you can stay connected to not only the main Pizza Ninja events and what we've got going on, but also to share other side events because there's tons of side events in both places so we can stay connected and everybody is in the loop of what's going on for the fellow ninjas. So also hit me up there as well.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, when you go to sign up, like if you go to Trevor's Pen Post, you sign up for our Ordinals night, you can actually choose to sign up as a Ninja holder or partner there. So if you are a holder, make sure to to choose that. Do you know the difference offhand, or are you allowed to say the difference?
I don't actually know exactly what the difference is. I think it's just to kind of separate and be able to contact for ninjas for what's needed.
Okay, probably probably
Yeah,
to separate. I'm assuming it's going to be some type of like separation there, maybe like a different wristband or who knows. Well, I don't yet, but definitely do that. There's a reason that there's two categories: general admission and then ninja holders or partners. So get signed up for the category that you fall under. And yeah, I mean, there's already we've like barely talked about this, and we posted that video and sent out an email, and there's like 338 people signed up. I don't even know how many spots there are. Like,
yeah,
availability. I know ninjas are getting in no matter what. So if you're a ninja, you're good. But if you're not a ninja, you better get signed up if you're going to be there, or you're
yeah.
going to miss
If you're
it.
not a ninja, you better get a ninja.
Yeah, or just
Ninja
get a
now
ninja,
inside.
or just get a ninja.
Yeah. Or just get a ninja. Yeah.
Poseidon
Cool,
said it's going to
man.
be a blast. Are you going to be there, Poseidon? I got to know that before we finish up the live. Dude, I
Says
can't
it's
I
gonna
can't
be a
stop like
blast.
playing with this necklace.
He says it's gonna be a blast with special, so you got to be there. I'm sure
Yeah, it's going to
Poseidon's
be
gonna be
there.
there. Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, I hope to meet you, Poseidon. Never have, in person. So that'd be super cool. Anyways, a lot being said, I think we're going to call it a day. Again, hop on over to the Ordinal Show that's starting in 30 minutes, and maybe push Trevor on that announcement on May 22nd on Bitcoin Pizza Day. He's not going to answer, but it would just be fun if you push him anyways. Put him under some pressure, and we'll see you guys next week.